Welcome back to AI Brief, episode 31. I'm Amin, and with me today is Leah, our AI expert. We're diving deep into some major AI developments this week.
It's a busy week, for sure.
Yeah, so OpenAI just launched its first autonomous web agent called Operator.
It's a big deal because it's their first attempt at an AI that can independently navigate web browsers. This is a big step towards really autonomous AI assistants.
They didn't just talk about it, though.
Yeah.
Right? They actually did a live demo.
Yeah.
Showed Operator booking reservations at restaurants, ordering groceries through Instacart, even buying tickets for sporting events.
Yeah.
And they're partnering with platforms like DoorDash and Uber.
It's interesting, the technology behind Operator. It combines visual understanding with complex reasoning. So it can actually interact with websites in a way that we haven't really seen before.
Yeah, I can see and process the visual elements on a website.
Exactly. It's not just reading text.
Yeah, I was really impressed by the safety features. Like, you have to approve any purchases, and there's automated threat detection.
Yeah.
You can even switch to a takeover mode when you're dealing with sensitive information, like passwords.
Yeah. It makes sense that they're being cautious, given how powerful this technology could be.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
So right now, it's only available to US Pro users.
It's just a research preview for now, but they are planning on expanding it in the future.
So OpenAI is pushing the boundaries with Operator, but they're not the only ones shaking things up.
Mm-hmm.
Perplexity just launched their Perplexity Assistant, and it's a free agent-like tool specifically for Android users.
Yeah, and it's really taking aim at those big names like Google's Gemini and Siri.
Right.
I think what sets Perplexity Assistant apart is it can go beyond just simple voice commands.
Right.
It can control your phone apps and do complex tasks using a combination of voice and camera inputs.
So you could be walking down the street and tell Perplexity Assistant to book you a table at a restaurant using OpenTable. Then have it call an Uber to get you there, all while keeping track of what's going on the whole time.
It really gives us a look into what the future could be like, where AI is integrating into our everyday lives, managing tasks, and anticipating our needs. The multimodal aspect, using both voice and camera, adds a whole other layer of potential. You could potentially use it to get information about your surroundings or even interact with what you're seeing on your phone screen.
And you can actually replace your default Google Assistant with Perplexity.
For free.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. But it's not all about AI assistants this week. There's this new benchmark called Humanities Last Exam, or HLE.
It's a really cool project from the Center for AI Safety and Scale AI. They're trying to come up with like the ultimate test for
LLMs.
large language models. They're trying to create a test that can push the limits of what AI can do. Because current AI systems are so advanced that they're surpassing existing tests. So HLE is designed to fill that gap.
This benchmark is massive. It's 3,000 expert-crafted questions covering over 100 subjects.
With help from over 500 institutions around the world.
Wow, they went all out.
What's surprising is even the most advanced AI models are having a hard time with it. They're only getting about 10% accuracy.
10%.
Yeah. It just shows how much more room there is for AI to improve. The questions come in different formats, like some are exact match and others are multiple choice. And get this, 10% of them even use both text and images.
To get people to participate and submit high-quality work, they're offering a $500,000 prize pool. The best questions get $5,000 each, and contributors even get co-authorship on research papers.
It's exciting.
Yeah, HLE is definitely setting a new standard for measuring AI's progress.
Speaking of challenges, Alphabet hasn't been resting on their laurels. They just unveiled Gemini 2.0 Flash Thinking. It's an update to their Gemini model that allows it to explain how it arrived at its answers.
So it's like OpenAI's reasoning model.
Exactly, and you don't need a subscription to use it.
Wow.
This update really puts Gemini in direct competition with OpenAI, especially in things like math and science.
I'm really interested to see how this all plays out.
Me too.
So let's get back to OpenAI's Operator for a second and really dive into what it could mean for our daily routines. I mean, this technology could change how we deal with all those boring day-to-day things.
Imagine taking a picture of your grocery list. An Operator orders everything you need from your favorite store. It could even find you tickets to a basketball game within your budget. Order a pizza with all your favorite toppings, and remember things like your zip code to give you better search results.
And it could do multiple things at once. You don't have to wait for it to finish one task before moving on to the next. You get notified as each task is completed.
Exactly.
It's like having a super efficient personal assistant living in your computer.
That's a good way to put it.
But of course, we have to talk about safety when we talk about these AI agents. OpenAI has been upfront in saying that you can always step in before Operator does anything major, like actually booking a reservation or making a purchase.
They've also limited access to certain websites and prevented operator from answering any harmful or dangerous requests. They know it's not perfect, but they're actively trying to improve its safety features.
That's good to hear. It's a good reminder that as AI gets more and more integrated into our lives, we need to balance innovation with responsible development.
Absolutely.
It seems like every week there's a bunch of new AI stuff coming out.
It really does.
This week, Anthropic, the company known for focusing on AI safety, they just released a new feature called Citations for their Claude API.
This is a big deal because it addresses those concerns about how accurate and trustworthy AI-generated content is. With Citations, Claude automatically adds source information and verification to its answers.
So people can actually check if the information's reliable.
Wow.
That's really important with all the worries about AI hallucinations and fake news spreading. It's good to see companies like Anthropic taking these issues seriously.
Yeah.
And then we have Google's Imagen 3.0, which is making headlines. It's topping both image generation and large language model leaderboards.
Google's really showing off its AI capabilities these days.
They're definitely a force to be reckoned with. And then there's ByteDance, the company behind TikTok. They're planning to invest $20 billion in AI infrastructure this year.
Wow.
Yeah, focusing on international data centers and partnerships with chip suppliers.
That's a huge investment. It really shows their ambition to be a major player in the AI world. And they're not just investing in infrastructure, they're also making their UiTAR's AI release available to more people. There's a lot of buzz around that in the developer community.
Yeah, it sounds like everyone's getting into AI now.
Yeah.
Even OpenAI's CEO Sam Altman just announced that they're releasing the O3 mini model upgrade for free in ChatGPT. And paid subscribers will get even more powerful upgrades later.
That's great.
Yeah, OpenAI is making sure everyone can use their technology.
It's a smart move. Wider access means more people can try it out and come up with new ways to use it. Hugging Face, the platform where people share AI models. They agree. They just released small VLM 256M and 500M, the smallest vision language models in the world.
What's amazing is that they can actually run on a regular PC with only 1 gigabyte of RAM.
That's impressive. It means you can use AI on devices that don't have a lot of power. This could be a game changer for researchers, developers, even everyday users.
But it's not all sunshine and roses in the AI world. LinkedIn's facing a lawsuit because they allegedly used private messages from their premium subscribers to train their AI models.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it raises serious concerns about data privacy and how our information is being used to develop AI.
It's a reminder that we need to be careful and make sure data privacy and user consent are a priority as AI becomes more part of our digital lives. Transparency and ethics need to be front and center in AI development.
For sure. On a more positive note, OpenAI recently bought a Chinese startup that's known for its powerful open source models. This lets OpenAI expand its reach and gain expertise in a rapidly growing global AI market.
That's a smart move.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Snap is encouraging developers to come up with new interactive AR experiences with the competition. They're giving a cash prize to the top 23 designers. This is sure to bring about some incredible innovations in augmented reality.
It's a great way to inspire creativity and push the limits of what's possible with AR technology. And speaking of pushing boundaries, funding for AI startups has skyrocketed. Alphabet just bought a promising AI startup for $250 million. And Eve secured $47 million to create AI for law firms.
And never mind, they just got $4 million to build something they're calling a PayPal for AI commerce.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it could revolutionize how we buy and sell AI-powered products and services. It seems like there are new AI tools and platforms come out every week. It's hard to keep up with it all.
It is, but that's why we're here.
Exactly. So let's finish up by talking about some of the trending AI tools that are making waves right now. We already talked about Google's Gemini 2.0 flash thinking, which is worth checking out if you're into reasoning models. There's also Trae. It's an AI tool that helps developers write code faster and better.
It's like having an AI assistant helping you code.
Exactly. And then there's UiTARS, which lets people control their computers using natural language.
Like talking to your computer.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And Spill by Spline is using AI to make 3D design easier. You can create whole scenes or worlds from a single image. UPDF AI is a helpful tool that lets you summarize, translate, and even make mind maps from any PDF right in your browser. And there's Snoops. It uses AI to watch conversations on Reddit and find potential clients or opportunities.
It's like having a digital scout looking around the web for useful info.
Yeah, sounds great for marketers and researchers.
And then there's Bardeen.
Bardeen.
Yeah, it's an AI co-pilot for sales and marketing teams. It tries to help them be more efficient, close deals faster, and win more business.
AI is really changing the way we work. And then there's Chat Perk. It allows businesses to make their own AI assistants and put them on their websites.
So they can answer customer questions, generate leads, and keep people interested, all with the help of AI.
Yeah, it's a good example of how businesses are using AI to make the customer experience better. And then there's Memex. It lets you build pretty much anything on your computer without writing any code.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, it's like having a personal AI developer always available.
That would be nice.
If you need to translate documents quickly and accurately, there's .translate.io. It can handle all kinds of documents in a ton of languages.
That sounds useful.
Yeah, it makes international communication so much easier.
And lastly, we have Rely.io.
Rely.io.
What's that? It's a developer portal that gives you access to a software catalog, an AI assistant, and a bunch of tools to make those complicated software development processes smoother.
It sounds like a great solution for developers who want to work better together.
Yeah, it really does. It's incredible to see so many different AI tools popping up, meeting the needs of so many industries.
It just shows how fast the AI world is changing and growing. It's an exciting time to be following all of this, and it's clear that AI is going to keep changing the way we live, work, and interact with everything around us. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into all the newest AI developments.
It was a good one.
Make sure you're following AI Brief to stay updated, and don't forget to share this episode with anyone who wants to keep up with the constantly changing world of artificial intelligence.